You are cultivating something in your life because that's who you are. You are a cultivator. And so I think a really good question is to ask yourself, what do I want to grow in each of the areas of my life? And the areas of our life primarily boil down to three different things, which is yourself, your relationships, and the institutions that you're a part of. This can be communities or your job, any type of organization. And when you look at it through the lens of cultivation, you're looking at it through a lens kind of on a deeper level of cause and effect. What do I want to cause in myself that I want to experience the effect of? What do I want to cause in my relationships and institutions that I want to experience the effect of? And when you ask that question, you are now viewing your life in terms of growth and cultivation. Because what you are doing in your life is you are building something in yourself. You're building something in your relationships. You're building something in your institutions. And the nature of cause and effect is linear, but it's also reciprocal to who you are. And so what you put into these areas is like growing a garden. If you put in a really good quality in yourself, in your relationships, in your institutions, you get back a very quality vegetation. You get back very quality fruit, and this nourishes your body. And so you can put more into the external world. And so you have this upward spiral of you growing yourself and growing the external world around you that you're creating. And I think that this is the way that life is meant to be lived, because that's what being a human is. We just build things. We constantly construct. We constantly grow. We're always in a mindset of growth. And if we're not, we're usually chasing comfort. And I think that this is kind of a step away from who we are when we chase comfort. And if that is something that doesn't bother you, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are someone who's more into growth and optimization, I think that what's really happened in the modern world is people have really looked at their life more mechanistically, or kind of like we're looking at a machine or a robot, that I have to do better, I have to get this schooling for this job and do this thing. And it's kind of like a very machine-like process. And that's not really how life is. You know, you're not really supposed to do these things at this time and regiment it out. Life is a little bit more fluid than that. It's actually a lot more volatile. And I think that that's something that has really taken over the modern affluent world. And when you get back to an idea of cultivation, what you're really doing is you're getting back to the organic process of growth. And so when you look at growing a tree, you know, you can speed up the process. You can give it more sulfur, more microbials. You can put more carbon dioxide in the air for that tree to grow. You can cut back brush so it has more sunlight. You can do lots of different things to speed up that process. But I think that honoring the organic process of your life is extremely important to cultivation. The last thing is, when you are looking at how your life fits together, I think that when you look at it from an aspect or a lens of, this is a plot of land that has these different areas, and how do I want to grow these different areas synergistically so that they can symbiotically exist together, that's when you get to a point of coherence in your life. Because when you're so focused on desire and I want this and I have to do this and obligations and want and obligations, I think that it just naturally forms this incoherence in your life. So when you step back and look at these different areas and how you want them to coherently fit together and integrate, that's when you can grow your life without having any clashes later on. And you'll actually see a lot of surprises show up, because you'll see how the garden of your life is creating these outcomes that you never thought would happen.